Yeah, so 185 cities, quoting the RI Future article, across the country that already do this, and 12 in Massachusetts, including Taunton and Shrewsbury. Seattle City Councilor Kashama Sawant, who has been, she's been pretty outspoken on many progressive issues. I've seen video clips floating around with her, but she revived the debate in that city when she wrote the day of the FCC decision, quote, Seattle must invest in building municipal broadband so no internet corporation has the power to prioritize making money over our democratic rights. I think that is very eloquently stated. And going back to the article, because of our small size, Rhode Island could do this easier than any other state. If we don't want to at the state level, Providence and other local cities should give careful consideration to this option. This reporter once lived in Ashland, Oregon, which has municipal broadband service. People like it just fine and felt it kept corporate price gouging in check. Um, and although it's noted by the executive director of Demand Progress, uh, Dave Siegel, told The Intercept that municipal broadband should not be seen as a substitute for net neutrality, and that's important too. So say hypothetically there are even just uh, saying it happens locally. Many municipalities start doing something like this. Not all of them are going to be on board with this. It seems that in many situations, while net neutrality has a wide base of approval across party lines, um, politically, many Republicans seem to be falling on the side of the ISPs. There's some that are putting up some resistance to this, but overall, I can tell you, especially in many deep red states, that this option's probably not going to happen. So we should still have Title II net neutrality protections that state unequivocally that the internet is a public utility and ISPs shouldn't be allowed to interfere or manipulate it for their own bottom line. So I think this public option internet is probably the best thing to have, but until it's if I mean it's obviously a long way away from being implemented in many municipalities, let alone nationally, we should still have Title II protections on the books. And now the fourth option, which is also pretty interesting, is lobbying Congress to overturn the FCC decision. And now because of because of the Congressional Review Act, Congress can actually overturn decisions by certain governmental agencies by utilizing this act. However, as noted, the Republicans have a majority in the House and the Senate, so it's definitely worth a shot. It's worth trying all of these ideas. Be it or not, it's a losing battle. Like even just getting the rhetoric out there and fighting for internet or for net neutrality protections just to keep the discussion alive is worth it solely in and of itself, and it could be a campaigning issue in the midterms for many candidates, and hopefully even Republican candidates sign on to it, because the debate for in the public has been settled. Most people are in favor of net neutrality, and the small amount of people, the hardened libertarians, the ANCAPers that have a market fundamentalist religion, or just kind of bought into the propaganda that somehow the FCC is throttling, blocking, and censoring web pages, not the ISPs, because there's been a lot of projection from Ajit Pai and people like Ben Shapiro. Once they start seeing the effects of net neutrality, they should be flipping their sides, and then which voters are going to be the allies of the ISPs going forward once the ramifications become clear as day. It's going to be a losing issue to be a candidate and be against net neutrality protections.